Ladies and gentlemen, conferring an honorary doctoral degree is the highest honor a university can pay. I now call upon Dr. Lloyd Fraser, the chair of the Dalhousie University Senate, to present our candidate this morning for the degree of Doctor of the Laws, honoris causa.
Mohammed Shehadeh, would you please stand? Setting an example is not the main means of influencing others. It is the only means. This quote from Albert Einstein certainly applies to Mr. Mohammed Shehadeh. His commitment to innovation and sustainability has made him a construction leader in the United Arab Emirates. We are delighted to honor him today. Mr. Shehadeh, a civil engineer, is Senior Vice President of UNIBETON Ready and a board member of Fara'a Construction Group, under which UNIBETON falls. It has taken foresight and hard work to build UNIBETON to the point where it is now the market leader in the UAE. Mr. Shehadeh, who has led the ready-mix company from the start, has seen production go from less than 250,000 cubic meters of concrete in 1995 to a peak production of 4 million cubic meters annually, a 16-fold increase. But Mr. Shehadeh's greatest contribution is not measured by the volume of concrete produced. As he explains, to be the first choice for sustainable ready-mix concrete solutions. That was my corporate vision, to drive the sustainability theme throughout the organization. The first task was to move away from the traditional methods of producing concrete by introducing innovative modern technology in concrete production. Dalhousie's Assistant Director of the Center for Innovation in Infrastructure, Dr. Dean Forgeron, sums up the difference Mr. Shehadeh has made this way. From the introduction of higher performance concrete and self-consolidating concrete to the UAE in the late 1990s, and his pioneering work that allowed the production of these materials in quantities that are almost unimaginable anywhere in the world, to the implementation of an extensive recycling program and a very aggressive 30% reduction in carbon dioxide content in all concrete produced by UNIBETON in recent years. It is clear that Mr. Shehadeh has been a driving force for change in the concrete industry. And this is exactly what Mr. Shehadeh set out to do, to bring together innovation and sustainability and show that it could lead to corporate success. He has worked with others, including Dalhousie, to realize this goal. Here at Dalhousie, Mr. Shehadeh is an enthusiastic supporter of a Dalhousie patented structural synthetic fiber developed by Dr. Jean-Francois Trottier. Dr. Trottier, a former civil engineering professor and Canada Research Chair at Dalhousie, is now the General Manager, UAE, for UNIBETON. And there is a continuing collaboration between Dr. Forgeron and Mr. Shehadeh. As Dr. Forgeron explains, Mr. Shehadeh has acted as an industrial advisor for my research and has put considerable effort in the promotion of the Dalhousie fiber as a means of further reducing the carbon dioxide content of concrete construction in several high-profile projects in the UAE. Innovation is cultivated at the UNIBETON Research and Development Center. The next generation of engineers is also supported through student internships. Mr. Shehadeh has traveled quite a path since his own engineering days at Florida State University. 4 years after his graduation in 1985, he moved to the UAE. He held various positions before UNIBETON and it was clear that he was a leader in the making. Mr. Shehadeh and UNIBETON have been recognized with many awards. These include the International Stevie Award, naming him Executive of the Year in the Middle East and Africa in 2010. That same year, UNIBETON received the Sheikh Khalifa Excellence Award for Construction. In 2011, UNIBETON was presented with a City Build Abu Dhabi Innovation Award for Green and Sustainable Concrete Solutions. In an article about the award and UNIBETON's continued work on reducing carbon dioxide emissions, the director of City Build Abu Dhabi said, UNIBETON's proactive use of technology to provide sustainable building solutions definitely places them at the forefront of the regional and global construction industry. They are well ahead of their time and set a great example for the rest of the industry. For his leadership and his commitment to sustainability and innovation, I ask you, Mr. Chancellor, in the name of the Senate, to bestow upon Mr. Mohammed Shehadeh the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa.
Mohammed Shehadeh, by virtue of the authority vested in me and in Dalhousie University, I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Congratulations, Dr. Shehadeh.
Thank you.
Dr. Shehadeh, we would be delighted to have you address convocation.